Who is Uncle P? Uncle P is a entertainment consultant. Just about everything in entertainment I done did. Only thing I probably haven't done in this entertainment business is ride the wave and tour on a hit record. Everything else from retail, promotion, radio, manufacturing, distribution, the recording studio, DJ. I've been behind the mic as well. Everything in this business I done pretty much did, bro. And making a name for itself, it was just starting to get into coming into its name, the new Motown. But while I was there, I was running into a lot of glass ceilings. I could see a lot of opportunity, but at the same time, it seemed like I wasn't gonna be able to break through. And I knew what the hometown was going through, and I really thought that I could bring some of that energy that I had learned and gained in Atlanta and try and recreate a few of the things that I saw down there up here in the D. So, I wanted to be the man at home, and come back to Atlanta and have a good time, party when I'm there. I mean, a lot of people don't like it when I say this, but as far as the hip hop scene, I always said that it's probably going to take the world to go through a mass depression to really feel about what we say in Detroit. In Detroit, our hip hop scene, talks about it a lot of pain, the struggle, and when everybody's trying to be about the glitz and glamour, the cars, the women and all that stuff, you're not thinking about the struggle, man. So Detroit hip hop, even from, the street artists, because we got, two different kind of scenes here, with our rap here in Detroit. I really think it's a voice of the streets, man, the struggle that we see every day. Oh, man. Bro, it's hard to say what my most memorable moment, man, because, for me, life is all about experiences, and it's kind of a chain reaction. I don't know. I guess probably my most memorable moment was in Atlanta performing at Freaknik on, I think we was on Morris Brown Field, and me and my cast from Omaha, Nebraska, we was on the same stage at Wu-Tang Clan. Who else was on there? Poison Clan, Snoop Dogg, Domino. This was like 93, 94 when Freaknik was at its heyday. So, we were the only like kind of unknown people that rocked that stage, and we got just as good as a response as everybody else. So, and that was a moment as an MC on stage. So that was kind of crazy. So I know how it feels to have, a few thousand people, cheering for you. But it was amazing because they ain't know us from Adam. So, it was a cool experience, bro. Got DetroitRap.com. I say it might have been around 2006, 2007. It was a website that I had been watching for a couple years. I had Local Love Radio, which is what I started when I got back from Atlanta. And back then I was doing radio. And since I was on an AM station, a lot of people didn't really get with it at first. But, I was looking for what was the most popular outlet for me to promote what I was doing. So I would visit DetroitRap.com. That's when it was really all about a message board. People sharing information. In a few years, the dude that was running it wanted to sell it. And I called one of my homies. We ended up going in on it. And what my reasonings for was to get a better, foothold in the Detroit music scene. Because the web was starting to get popular and all that. So the name was bad when I got it, but it took a couple years, but I turned it around, and I consider it the newspaper, for the Detroit metropolitan area. We cover all kinds of different stuff, dealing with the Detroit hip hop music scene, and actually the whole state. I just don't limit us to Detroit, but Detroit is, the hub of Michigan when it comes to this music stuff. So it's what it is. one of my main reasons for wanting to start the Underground Hip Hop Awards, a lot of what I do is filling a void. And there was another major awards, in town that I felt like had a very poor representation, when it came to Detroit hip hop. It was something that, I kind of looked at as a little disrespectful, when I saw what was going on with it, man. It just didn't show the real scene in Detroit hip hop. So, previously I had seen an award show, do well, and something fell off and it went dormant. And I was like, you know what, let me give the Detroit artists and the community and their fans something to be proud of again. So, when it's called the Underground Hip Hop Awards, it's going to grow where it, celebrates more than just Detroit, but I'm going to keep it based here, for the most part. So, filling a void, man. I wanted to give our artists something to shoot for, stepping stone. It ain't a Grammy, but a lot of times people that you see done won Grammys, you find out done won smaller competitions, and they pass on the come up. So, we done gave great artists like Nisha Nashea an award. You see what she doing now. We gave Dej Loaf her first award. So, look what she went on to do. I ain't gonna say we're responsible for that, but hey, I'm proud that we was there. M City Jr., JR, that just signed to Atlantic Records. He won one of our awards. So, we trying to introduce some next stars out of Detroit. What's next for Uncle P is probably the all-out branding of Uncle P. A lot of what I've done and what I be doing is putting other people into the forefront. And now it's time to go ahead and make Uncle P that tastemaker to let people know, what's going on. With so much information out there, you can read stuff from all over the place. But if you could go one place to see, what's popping, I want to be that place. So check me out, Uncle P. The Blend. We just had a big show, 20-foot screens in St. Andrews Hall. That whole idea is bigger than that. I'm a chess player, so you might see me throw that pawn out, and you don't never know where something else is coming from. So, you're going to see a lot more branding of the Uncle P, moniker, my DJ and all that kind of stuff, special events. Few words, man. I can't keep stuff down. I talk a lot, man. I'm the Yoda, the Jedi Master of this music entertainment business. Very thorough in what I do, very methodic. I plan and I execute the plan. I'm about business, so if you're not about business, you probably won't like Uncle P. And you know what? I'm cool with that. It's all good. You can continue to do what you do. I continue to do what I do. I support you from over here. You can support me from over there. It's all good, baby.